Lots of love and lots of blessings to everyone. So, welcome to our YouTube channel AstroSecrets with Himanshu. Myself, Himanshu Bisava. I'm an Vedic astrologer and your personal spiritual guide. So, friends, in the last stream, we discussed about moon in various houses. As we all know that moon governs our emotions and the set of feelings which we generally or often feel in a day. Moon is responsible for the whole set of thoughts which come to our mind. In fact, an entire chain of thoughts which come to our mind is governed by the moon in our chart. Am I audible to everyone, friends? Hello. Yes, yes. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, okay, fine. So in the last series of this lecture, we discussed about moon in the first to sixth house of the Vedic chart or the D1 chart of your horoscope. Let me tell you, friends, that there are total 16 charts, or there is a Shodash Varga analysis of your complete horoscope, in which there are various charts for the particular or specific area of your life. These charts are given by the most great and revered founder of our Vedic astrology, the Rishi Parashara, and these cover the maximum of Vedic astrology, and the entire study of an individual during his entire lifetime can be calculated very peculiarly and very specifically through these Shodash Varga, or 16 types of charts or divisions of charts which were given by the Rishi. So in these 16 charts too, there is the D1 chart, which we call as the Lagna chart or the Rashi chart. There is D9 chart, which we call as the Navamsha chart. There is a D10 chart, and there is also the D60 chart. These charts are the most important, and the you can say that these are the core of your entire horoscope. These charts make up for your physical, mental, and social constitution, and the journey which your soul has traveled since these multiple lifetimes. The most profound among all of them is the D1 chart. That's absolutely the most important. The second preference is given to the D9 chart. And currently, we are discussing moon in various houses of the D1 chart. So let's resume our discussion and continue it further, and let's discuss about moon in the seventh house. So friends, now many of you may be knowing that the seventh house is the house of partnerships, or the literal way in which our body parts with someone. Our marriage is also a partnership. The person with whom we share our life, in fact entire life, is wholly dependent upon that person. The decisions which we make in our life is dependent upon that person after marriage. So partnership, marriage is the biggest partnership in our life. And the seventh house also includes business partnerships as well. Any kind of partnership, whether it may be at our personal front, at our social front, or in our professional life, that is particularly seen through the seventh house. And when moon is particularly in the seventh house, the person is very able, you can say that very apt knowledge, or a sense of stimulating the other person emotionally. Such a person has this sense at a very great depth. He or she can manipulate emotionally the other person and take them up for partnership with them. Yes, friends. These people have a very good hold on emotions of others. These people can sense whether the person is really into them, or he or she is faking their emotions towards himself or herself. This is the most important point. And now the seventh house is opposite to our lagna. So in a way, the lagna or the first house represents our own self and our own identity. In a way, our opposite house, the seventh house, shows that our mind literally may go many a times opposite to us. Let me give you an example. You may be trying to work at a particular place, and you may be working there since 4 to 5 years. But after that, suddenly you feel that now it's time to relocate myself or change the particular type of job which I am doing. But since your mind is constantly into it, but on the other hand, you may be apt, or you may have the responsibilities towards many family responsibility towards your family and many other aspects of your life, so you may not be able to leave that particular job. So this is the strange conditional situation created in such a situation. Now let's jump towards moon in the eighth house. The eighth house is our hidden feelings and the type of emotions which we do not express very easily to others. These are the type of things which we keep very private in our life, and we are very, very much insecure about the things which we have in our eighth house. Now, moon in the eighth house, such person keeps their emotions very private. They do not have any person, or you can say very limited set of people with whom they share their emotions, or with whom to whom they care about somebody else. These people do not generally care about others emotions, or they are very less nurturing. In a way, you can say that emotionally they are very headstrong, and they have a particular set of beliefs in order to attach with someone. Now let's jump towards moon in the ninth house. The ninth house is of our father. The ninth house is the spiritual gurus which we have in our life and the various set of mentors. The ninth house is the most important among the trine houses. The first house, which is also called as the lagna, the fifth house, and the ninth house make up for the trine houses. And the planets which are the lords of these houses are called the yoga karakas of your horoscope. These planets and their lordships are very, very important and very crucial in shaping your entire life. We tend to see many times that many people have a sudden rise, or they may be working in an isolated place for many years, but suddenly they do rise to a status or to a height nobody ever imagined. So this is the place where your ninth house comes into action. The ninth house is the only house of your D1 chart where nepotism plays an important role. Yes, friends, ninth house is the house of luck. If you do have a very good ninth house or the ninth lord, then you are a very lucky person. Provided there are various aspects to it, we will discuss about particularly about ninth house in some other series. Now the moon in the ninth house, such a person is naturally very emotional towards their father, and their mother is really lucky for them. Such a person should gather or should get their mother's blessings for their entire lifetime, for each and every day. This is the best remedy for such people. Yes, friends, people having moon in ninth house, if they at all get their mother's blessings, or in a way remain connected to their mother soulfully, then these people have a huge rise in their entire lifetime. Such people do not face any backlash unless and until their mother is with them. So the mother of the people having ninth house is really lucky for them. Now, such a people have a genuine trait about knowing the religious or the spiritual things related to philosophy and psychology. Such people are very interestingly intrigued, or they have a knack towards understanding that what is really spirituality, or in whatever religion or caste they may be born. They are very intriguing, or they have a very curious mind towards knowing things particularly related to the spirituality, and they are very emotionally connected to it as well. Now let us move towards moon in the 10th house. The 10th house is our public image, friends. The 10th house is the house of our career, and the 10th house is the house which shows us that how people see us as an individual. The 10th house replicates our image in the public. Now, moon in the 10th house, such a person is without doing anything, such a person gets fame or popularity in any particular group. You may notice people having moon in the 10th house generally have a very, very large group of friends, and in whatever group they may be, the person having moon in the 10th house is literally very popular. Everyone may be knowing such a person, or the other persons may have a feeling to become friends with such a person, because these people, the people having moon in 10th, get connected to their friends or their professional relationships very emotionally. But they tend to forget many a times that uh, people do not get manipulated, or you cannot fake the type of person you are for such a longer duration in front of others. So this is a major drawback or backlash of such people. Now, moon in 10th house, such person can work in the water industry. I mean, the industry related to oil refinery or the liquids, where majority of the work related to the miscible and immiscible liquids, or the industries related to the liquid type of any sort of liquid, may it be chemicals or may it be any natural type of liquids. Such person may excel at such fields, because moon is also the water, and our body is made up of 70% of the water element. Such people earn a very decent money, or a very good amount of money, by charging the water element in their body, and by distributing, or in a way utilizing the energy of that water element of their horoscope, and making it, or turning it into a direction of the career. Yes, so such people have a very good, they may be a very good chemical engineer, you can say, or they may be very good at personal counseling. The psychologists, the excellent or exceptional psychologists who understand emotions of the people, other people, have their moon very prominent in the ninth or 10th. Yes, friends. So this is a very particular trait about such people. Now let's jump towards moon in the 11th house. The moon in the 11th house makes a person, or the individual, the famous boy or the famous girl of the entire circle. You can say that such people have contacts, or their friend circle particularly, or their social circle is very, very much popular, and they connect to their friends very emotionally. Unless and until they do not have any emotional connection, they do not become friends with the other person. This is very particular about moon in the 11th. And once any relationship or any type of friendship even is broken up, these people do not at all see towards that person in their entire lifetime. Moon in 11th sees their friends as a type of emotional connection or emotional bond with someone. But as soon as their emotions are or their expectations are not met, their emotions are hurt deeply, they tend to get apart from that person, and they never look upon that person in their entire lifetime. They tend to break that relation or that friendship forever. So once you gain their trust, you are very loyal to them, they are very loyal towards you. But once you break their trust, then such people do not ever see towards you again. And moon in 11th, these people are very good at communicating in the very large social groups. These people are particularly good at management. If Mercury in the chart is placed very well, and it is making a connection with moon somehow, there is a moon and Mercury connection, maybe through nakshatras or maybe through aspects in the chart, then such people are very good at the marketing or the management. The particular area or field of management is very apt for such people, and they really excel at uh, marketing the type of service or the brand they are very interested in. Now let's move towards moon in the 12th house. The 12th house is often seen as the house of loss, or the house related to very strange things in our life. The 6th, 8th, and the 12th house are often uh, seen as the Trik Bhav or the malefic houses. But friends, I do believe that the 12th house is really naturally not malefic. In fact, any house of our chart, of our horoscope, the D1 chart, is never malefic. The people who have that perception that the thing is malefic, or the very rigid people who think in a very particular way, or they have that thought that this particular house is malefic. But genuinely, if you have the energy of the 12th house within you, believe me friends, you may see miracles in front of you. There may be any planet sitting in your 12th house. The relations or the significations of that planet, you should in your life try maximum in your life to give away or to release the significations denoted by the planet placed in your 12th house or your 12th lord. Now in our condition or in our situation, moon is in the 12th house. So the very basic prediction about such people is that their emotions are literally every time getting hurt once and for all. In whomsoever person they invest emotionally, they will face loss from that person, or their emotions are surely gonna get hurt through that person. Yes, friends. These people are the most emotionally hurt people and most emotionally vulnerable people. Now you might think that before I stated that this house is not so bad. So I am saying this in a way that these people do get some very gold standard points or the important gold standard lessons in their life due to this particular placement, which can make this person rise very very high in their life. The 12th house also represents the peak of the mountain, or the it is actually represented by Ketu. The 12th house is the house of loss, or the 12th house teaches us that the things which we keep on holding in our life, these things should be released, or they should be taken away from our life. What things will be taken away from our life, and what things we ourselves have to release through our life, these are all denoted by the 12th house. Now moon in the 12th house, such people do not have a very harmonious relationship with their mother. They may stay very distant to their mother, and such people really have this sense of homesickness. Yes, they may stay very distant, particularly from their mother, even though their relationship is maybe good or maybe very well, depending on the aspects related to moon. But they will physically stay away from their mother once and for all in their lifetime. There may be a particular duration or a time period that they may miss their mother very much, but due to the physical separation or due to some kind of things in the life, they will not get that opportunity or chance to meet their mother. Such people should never hold a grudge towards somebody. These people tend to have emotional breakdowns many a times, but they do not need to worry about the other person. Instead, if they work towards their own emotional quotient and learn through all these life lessons, then these people become a master in the emotional handling towards things. Moon is everything about our emotions and our subconscious mind, friends. When these people start working particularly towards their subconscious mind, they have that sort of experiences which no other person can have in their entire lifetime. So yes, that was about moon in various houses. In the previous stream, we have discussed about moon in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth house. Now in this stream, we covered moon almost from seventh to 12th houses. Friends, you can also subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon for latest notifications. And whenever we do come live here, you can really join the stream. And if you wish to support us, kindly do check out the link in the description. And you can donate us any amount if you wish to, as a charity for various initiatives and in order to support this channel. Thank you so much, friends.